Your July is big.
Oh, it's just. I wasn't looking out. So, I just can't worry about that right. I can't do it till August, so. I don't want anything
You are being
else in
recorded currently, so get over the meeting whenever you're ready. Then I'll have it open yet.
I can open it for now until you guys. So the local board of tax review meeting is on order at 3:05. I will call roll. Mrs. Bond,
Here.
Mrs. Dove,
Here.
Mrs. Schroeder,
Here.
Mrs. Williams,
Here.
Mrs. Dillon.
Here.
There are no minutes to approve for this. This is just a joining of the local board of tax review. So we'll go on to nominate a chair to take over the meetings. Do I have a nomination for a chair? Is that a citizen that
We have
has
to
to
have
be the
it,
chair?
yeah, we have to have one member as a chairperson and one member as a secretary by
Yes,
majority vote for each of those.
and we have some discussion about the secretary, given the functions of the secretary, and the fact that documents, which we'll cover later, but documents can't leave the building after the hearings and so forth, but the information has to be compiled. So we had discussed the possibility of you all electing Libby as a secretary, because she can obviously obtain the records without leaving the building and compile what would need to be, do what need to be done.
I'll do the chair if you want. You
So-
be the co.
Mrs. Bond, chair nomination?
I mean, if nobody,
Okay.
We just need a majority vote.
And
So-
just to make sure, Martina, are you a voting member of this?
No,
or
no,
You're
no,
not?
no,
Okay,
Not at all.
okay.
I know, it's just three, they are the three members, so they're the three that would vote.
and if she's going to be secretary,
Just the three? Okay.
it's only
Yeah.
you and I.
Okay, so roll
So-
call. Mrs. Duff?
What are you voting on, secretary or chairperson?
Chairperson, she says she
Chairperson.
nominated herself as chairperson.
I mean, I will, because
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, okay. Mrs. Schroeder
Yes.
and Mrs. Bond,
Yes.
okay? And then did we have a motion for Libby Schroeder as secretary?
I'll motion that.
Mrs. Bond,
Yes.
Mrs. Duff,
Yes.
Mrs. Schroeder?
Yes. Okay. I don't care.
Okay. Okay. We go on to regular business?
Oh, we don't need a co.
Yes, we don't have to
Review
elect the
of rules.
co-chair. So our only order of business today is primarily to review and approve the rules and regulations. We also have other supporting documents that I provided for you all to review, procedures, standard operating procedures, and then the forms to actually conduct a hearing. In the past, there hasn't been very many hearings ever. So, you know, the number of times you'll have to perform these duties, of course, is unknown. Hoping and expecting that it may not be often. But we still have to have a procedure for conducting the hearings, for the chairperson to follow when conducting the hearing, and then steps for Libby to follow to compile all of the notes that you will take and to compile a final determination. So that's what all the other forms are. So I don't know if you can go through any questions you have about the rules or any of the other documents, get all those answered, and then at the end, vote to adopt the rules and regs. Anybody can start.
Okay, I do have some questions about the sheet on page 11, the sort of like a checklist for conducting a hearing. When it says the hearing number on the top, is there an existing naming or numbering convention that we should be using?
My thought was like 2026-01, so whatever the year is, and then
Okay.
numerical order from
Okay.
there. I don't know if there's any other comments about how that should be.
I think anything that just makes logical sense to you guys is
Okay.
probably, and 2026-01 is probably the most logical way to
Perfect,
do it.
yeah, I
from
just
what
didn't know if there was
understand.
like a existing, that's perfect,
Yeah, I think I think that'll work out fine.
okay.
I'm having trouble hearing you, so I
Oh,
can't
sorry.
get this.
Also, on that same checklist, the second from the bottom, that each board member completes an opinion of board member form, and these forms are then given to the chairperson. But the procedural guide says they go to the secretary, so I just want to confirm that, which one is, I think the procedural guide is,
It should, yeah, we would say.
Which
the same.
number under the procedural guide are you looking at, Libby?
procedural guide is number 8.
Chair shall review all three of the opinion. So is it, and Annette, I'm going to ask you, because you guys were primarily involved in drafting these up, is it that once each member completes the opinion of the board member, then they give them to the chairperson, and then the chairperson gives them to the secretary to review at that point? Is that maybe the discrepancy?
Yes, that would be a
Okay.
discrepancy.
So maybe on the conducting a hearing form, we change that to basically indicate that these forms are then given to the chairperson, and add on at the end, the chairperson will then provide them to the secretary?
Yes.
Perfect,
Would that make it clear?
yeah.
Okay, do that again.
So I think what we're going to do is on the conducting of a hearing, actually the other form, we're going to leave that one alone. And then on the conducting a hearing form, second from the bottom, at the end, after it says these forms are then given to the chairperson, I believe Anana's going to add, the chairperson will then provide to the secretary. And then at that point, Libby, who's the secretary, can then follow the procedural steps at that point, which says the secretary shall review all three opinions of the board member, forms, and draft a final determination, et cetera.
Okay.
So I think we were just missing that one step.
Those are all the questions I had from prior review.
Annetta, was it your intent that after the rules are voted on today, that since all three of the members are here, go ahead and have them sign the confidentiality agreement and provide that to you today?
I should have been prepared to do that. I think everybody has a copy of it in the packets I gave them, so yes.
Is it towards the back?
Yeah, it's in
the
my
very
packet, it's
last
the very
document.
last. And that's discussed in the rules document, I believe. That's probably one of the most important aspects of this, is that obviously, since you're dealing with tax information, all the documents, all the information is to remain confidential, not to be discussed or taken outside of the hearing. So I'm sure there's no issue with that. So that's basically the confidentiality agreement, is that you're agreeing that you're not going to obviously disclose any information or documents that you obtained during the hearing process or the determination process. And that confidentiality stays even after you're off the board,
Oh,
which
okay.
I'm sure you understand, you know,
Yes.
since you're dealing with, you know,
Finance.
yeah, for,
Okay.
yeah, people's
Taxpayer.
tax returns and financial information related to the tax returns. And then if there's no other questions or changes to the rules document, then we would just need a unanimous vote to approve those.
I move to approve, vote to approve.
And then we would just need a roll call on that.
Mrs. Duff,
Yes.
Mrs. Schroeder,
Yes.
Mrs. Bond.
Yes.
And then if there's no other business, we would just need a vote to adjourn.
You guys are clear on what you're going to be doing? The hearing?
Sorta.
That's, this is your time to work it out. I just want to, if you
I
need
mean, I
to ask me
understand what I
questions.
read, but I guess I don't understand the whole thing. People, I don't.
So when a taxpayer, and I have the income tax administrator here with me, so if I leave out any steps, you know, I'm going to allow her to fill in or to correct me if I misspeak anything.
Can you speak
But-
up?
Yeah, it's on. So when a taxpayer files a return, and if it results in them owing an amount due,
Like
or,
city tax.
yes, this is
Okay,
for city
okay.
income taxes,
Yeah.
yes. Or if we assess a penalty or a late fee, and they want to appeal that, they don't want to pay it for whatever reason, and they want to appeal it,
Okay.
then this is the mechanism for them to do that, a hearing. They request a hearing, and then that sets it in motion. We'll assign the hearing number and start the process of,
Then we will tell them, or,
you'll listen to the case, like, in our case, we'll have Martina there with us as our legal representation, and the taxpayer may bring legal or someone with them to attend the hearing, and you listen to, you know, each side of the story. We provide all the facts and the information, and then you all would make a determination, give your opinion, write up your opinion on.
okay, do they
On the-
provide all their tax stuff at that time?
They would be responsible to provide any information that they need to make their case.
Okay, and we will
And then we would
request-
provide
Okay.
all of our records as well.
That makes, yeah, makes it a little clearer.
So you're provided with all the information that you need to render a decision, whether you're going to continue with the decision as it was upheld. And all of the decisions that are made are based upon the income tax ordinance and ORC and all the legal requirements for income tax. But
Okay.
they have a right to appeal, and you
Sure,
would have to
okay.
make that final decision.
So is it from now, or can they go back 2 years or something and appeal it?
I don't know what the statute of limitations would be. Do you know?
60, okay. Okay, so it's just that year that they can do that?
Right.
Okay.
It would be just for that
Okay.
year.
Yeah. So if they owed it 5 years ago, they can't come and try
Well,
to get it?
well, we do have a process that's an assessment process where we can go back on multiple years, which is a project that, you know, we will be embarking upon. So it could result in them appealing,
Okay,
having to pay penalties and late fees relating to that, while those are non-filed.
okay, okay. Makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have no other questions. Okay, we will close the meeting for the local Board of Tax Review at 3:20.